Welcome back to Insight. We're here at Summit Hearing Solutions up on DuPont Road. And Ted, this is the room where, we initially diagnose patients?
This is where the testing, the audiometry actually occurs. This is where we go into the booth and do the beeps and bongs, as I call it. This is laying the foundation of what the hearing loss looks like on a graph and feels like for the person physically. These are normal tones. You know, they're not natural. They're pure tone types of sounds. So what we do is we string them together for speech tones and things such as that. But each tone has a very specific area that represents tonal representation of normal speech, consonants, vowels, and fricatives and guttural sounds that would allow us to be able to program the hearing instruments just for what needs to be done.
Okay, I'm just blown away by some of the words you just used, because I mean, some of those things I never would think that, I would think your hearing loss is just tonal. There's certain bandwidths, I guess, you can't hear, but not certain speech parts. Am I getting that right?
Absolutely. Well, the higher frequencies are what the understanding portion of our hearing is. I usually cut the audiogram in half. The low tones are what you hear. The high frequencies are what you understand. At Summit Hearing Solutions, we focus on the understanding, the communication, the ability to be able to communicate with someone else and understand what the message is that they want you to hear. Without the high frequencies, without the THs, the S's, the consonant sounds, that person cannot communicate effectively, thus involving the brain and other things that we've always talked about. But this is where the foundation is laid.
So is this the part that probably scares new patients the most, is getting the truth? Now I finally hear what's really happening with my hearing?
Well, yes. Just having them understand that there is a loss that's a physical issue, that is the hurdle or the challenge that we have to climb over to make sure that they are in that next phase where they're in denial. Now they get to acceptance.
Yeah, because again, once you know,
right,
then everything can start rolling towards getting back.
And that's a great point. Once we know together, this is a journey. This isn't something where you just say, okay, I take a pill and I'm good to go. No, this is a discovery and a solution. And you can't do that by yourself. We've tried these things by ourselves for so long, and it's caused issues with our families and the people we love and the family and friends and work and everything else environment in our life. To do it together, to do it as a family, to make sure we lay the foundation and take that journey into correction, that's what's so important about it. We do it together.
Well, I was going to say, because even my hearing loss may be the same as your hearing loss, but then the treatment still has to be customized.
It does have to be customized because, once again, we're not dealing with the ears. We're dealing with the brain. That has to be the critical point that we really have to understand. What we do today has an effect 5, 10, 15 years down the road. What we do today feeds our brain properly or not, depending on what the patient decides to do. But the solution allows us to be able to give the brain the sounds that it needs to help it be healthy years from now.
So beyond the caring and the persistence, I think, to get this right and personalized, you also have a little technology that goes beyond the normal.
Exactly. Our audiometric devices and our audiometers go up to 20,000 hertz. That's well beyond what the normal audiometer does, so we can discover and give our patients the realization that not only are we keeping up with the technology, but we're waiting for technology to catch up with us.
Yeah, again, it's all sorts of great reasons to come in here and make sure that you or your loved one is restored to proper healing and understanding at Summit Hearing Solutions. If you'd like more information, find them online. We'll be right back on Insight.